Welcome to the Nerdo Will Collective, where we, the nerds, come together to talk shit. Now, for a little disclosure, my friendos, I would love just to say to the dear onlookers and potential friendos, this review is personal, purely personal. An opinion that we do please and always recommend is that you play the game for the memories that they'll bring. Now, today, the game we're going to be talking about, and don't worry, we're not going to only talk about games, but right now, it's our first episode, so we're talking about games, is Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days. Now, a little small, brief review. This is basically a game that is based off an action film, 2, but so far, I only can remember one. I think it's Heat. Anyway, to put that here, let me put on my special guest, or my friendos that are here with me, as always. We got my boy Gold in the corner, and we got my boy Green. See, I'm red, and it's like the Power Rangers. We all got colors as well. Yeah, we all got colors. Anyway, Jason, you want to put on your first opinion of the game? And, I should put out a system first, but Jason can put that out.
Ooh, okay, so, where to start? So, basically, Dog Days is set in Shanghai, Japan, and it's based off, as Red had said earlier, off of the film Heat, made in 1995. We start off basically coming back from the first game, which leads from them going to jail, and then it's a whole other segment. But very weird. So we come from the game, and Lynch calls Kane for a final job. And then they completely fucking just botch the shit like the first 10 minutes of the damn game. It makes no damn sense.
Oh my god.
But they do it, and it's...
No, okay, wait, hold up. I can clarify this so much better. This dude literally gets off the plane and says, "Hey, I gotta check on something." And then starts shooting up a fucking street talking about you shot his girl, man. And it turns out it was like the Prime Minister's daughter. There's a lot of things. I get it. For the time, this is like around 2014, I think.
No, 2008.
2008? Okay, see, he's got me a lot better on this. But as far as I'm concerned, writing-wise, this game is straight-up action-packed film, right? This is like a Black Dolomite. Or, sorry, not Black Dolomite, just Dolomite. Yeah, I was thinking about Black Dynamite, but the original film, Dolomite. It's like a Dolomite skit, okay? A skit, not the actual films. I respect that, man. But as for the actual comedy of it, it is literally the most funniest shit possible. You go into this like dingy ass apartment to get this dude that I'm assuming owes money, right? And for some reason, the Prime Minister's daughter's there, butt fucking naked, just butt naked. And to our first opinion as playing this game, because me and Jason played it as multiplayer, right? Mm-hmm. Is the funniest shit, and it is literally the fact that this fucking chick that is the Prime Minister's daughter's in this low-grade apartment with this dude that probably has a gambling addiction, and like right in front of a fish market that assumably sells crack. Like, that is verbatim what the setting is.
Yeah.
Now, as for playing and talking out review, I'm going to leave that to Tristan, because he did literally, we just played the game a couple minutes ago, for a fresh perspective. See, the system here, which I should have told you in the beginning, is that there is one for multiplayer, one for single player, and someone that literally fresh off just did it. Because, we wanted to add some spice to the perspective here. Wow, why did I go Heath Ledger there?
I don't know, but you ain't wrong, honestly.
Right. Tristan, we're going to ask some, fresh review from your shit talking. Yes, go full out. We don't care. Oh, it's going silent on me. Tristan, no.
You're not good at being a critic, okay?
Okay, well then make jokes. Talk about your honest opinion. You don't have to be a critic.
I mean, I can tell you, even for easy mode, it's still a pain in the fucking ass.
Okay, pain in the ass.
I mean, he's not wrong, because what we also failed to mention was, during launch, the Xbox 360 version of Dog Days was known to be the most buggiest game version. On a PC, it was completely fine for most people.
Oh, dude, I wish I played it on PC.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh, by the way, to the viewer, yeah, we played it on 360. No, we did not know that when coming in. We suffered. It was like being on the level on Creek and Helldivers.
A pain in the ass. Just a complete fucking pain.
Now, as for, personal perspective, though, I will say there are some good things about this game. It's one of those games where it's so bad it's good type deals. but it isn't because it's good. It's because if you're playing with a friend, you're genuinely having fun. Either from fucking Rage Fest or from, well, the cliche terrible voice acting. I'm not going to lie to you. To the voice actors, I'm sorry that you got this gig. I'm assuming it had to be the studio. I'm hoping it's the studio. Then again, it was Square Enix. So I'm hoping Square Enix doesn't come after me. I told them to play your game. Just saying. But, like, as far as I'm saying, there's literally a scene in there where they have one of the mob bosses go like, "You think you big man? You think you big man?" They actually have that! And it is the most funniest shit in the world. By the way, they also have another thing in there, and if you catch this as a player, because I think they're both thinking I'm tripping here, one of the characters that's supposed to be helping you at the start does a raid, and he's supposed to be Australian, and then mid-mission, he goes into an Irish accent. No one caught that. I'm just saying. Jason, you got anything you want to talk about that caught your peak?
Oh, you know what? Let's not talk about the fact that during the escort mission with the car, if you're not by the car for even 5 fucking seconds, you will die out of nowhere. Half the time randomly explode when you're not even near a fucking vehicle at all, which doesn't make any damn sense. Or how about the fact that they decide to go behind you around the other fucking cars and kill you? Pissed me the fuck off every time I played that damn mission specifically.
Yes, that wasn't even a peak. That was just that was a bone to pick. He said something. I will get them for this mission. That was the second mission in the game. Warning to anyone that's actually thinking to play this game. Yes, he is right. And Tristan, from a single player perspective, because Jason played it single player. I'm assuming on his own time. But
yeah.
As for professionally though, Tristan's single player perspective on that multiplayer mission.
Which mission was it again?
Second one with the van. We're not the van, the car.
The car.
The car escorting the car down the street.
Yeah, the car escorting the street.
That was something.
That was something.
Definitely a pain in the ass, especially trying to get around all the cars, and then just trying not to get flanked. And also trying to flank the ads, but
oh my god,
it's all just misdirection, and it's either you kill or get killed.
You kill or get... This man sounds like he's supposed to be a professional hitman in the corner.
But shit, he's not wrong though.
Oh,
but speaking of Hitman, there's also a Hitman Easter egg in the game as well.
Oh yeah, really? This was around the time of Absolution, if I remember. So if you go into a video game store within one of the missions, they will just have it plastered all over the wall. Basically most of the Square Enix games during that time. And one of the key ones that they point out is Hitman. By the way, they released this game around that time, so that's why if you haven't heard of this game, this is why. But the funniest thing about this gameplay is, I will say, one of the unique things that I will say from an actual perspective, please, I know I said at the start, don't take this, but I'm for real. It takes from a video camera recorder perspective while playing the game. So all the cutscenes is like patching up one terribly documented audio recording that you would find on like an SCP recording.
Or like a fucking Tubi movie. Okay,
right.
That's kind of what it is. And then it honestly reminds me of, I don't remember the name of the game, but there's basically a game, to best explain it was like a Telltale type game. Literally, it just reminds me of Telltale, but you playing as the characters and not selecting text prompts.
Yeah. On top of that, they don't really try to tell you any good thing. Okay, I guess I'm wording this terribly. I guess in Tristan's case, when I was watching him, the animation style is great. Don't get me wrong. For the time, I think it was well made. I'll give them that. But as for when you actually go into the mission, sometimes it is a really good smooth transition. Like, for instance, at the start, I genuinely thought that when Tristan started the game, that he was still in, like, the cinematic. And I'm like, oh, okay, he's just standing there. But no, he was in the game. And I gotta say, to point out that issue is, keep in mind, the game was made by Square Enix. And comparing what literally they made right before this which is Hitman Absolution, it's like you knew they were just lazy footing it and just saying, fuck it. And no offense to Square Enix, I think they're amazing makers. I love the Hitman series, and a lot of games inspire with that playstyle. Mainly, my main one is Max Payne, though, okay? I'm a little bit of an oldie head when it comes to collecting games. No, I'm not old, I'm 20. Just to clarify to everybody listening. But, as far as I'm concerned, though, I do like playing retro games. So, I hope that balances out. not going to talk from perspective of there. That's for you to judge, okay? You could talk shit about moi. I will love it. Please fucking do. But anyway.
But here's the thing I will point out to all you, because I don't believe that even Red knows about this. But basically, by the time this game was released, Square Enix were celebrating, I believe, their 5th year of making games, because they were founded in 2003.
Holy shit, Gold, that's good.
But, kind of going off topic of that, I will have to say one thing. And I believe that Red can agree with me here. They try to have a stealth mission. There was no stealth in that mission.
Oh, yeah.
That was the most buggiest mission ever.
Now, we had to warn him before playing this. But one of the biggest bugs in the 360 edition specifically is that the silencers or any stealth mechanics is just out the window. And it would take twice the amount of effort you would usually play the game through it, because there's a lot of missions where there's supposed to be a stealth perspective. For instance, there's the starting where you have to go sneak past like these SWAT guards, right? If I remember. And Tristan was going to his apartment building to get to the wife. Yes, there is a we gotta save her scene. I mean, literally, you have this man. And by the way, these guys are not attractive. I should clarify, our characters do not look like badasses. We got one that basically looks like he's from the fucking Trailer Park Boys as a side character, and the other one looking like every FBI agent in a fucking cinematic as there is. With dad bods.
They really look like Trevor and Michael.
Yeah, they look like Trevor and fucking Michael. Matter of fact, Lynch, I'm absolutely sure has the same voice actor. We had moments where we genuinely could not tell if it was a difference. But, as far as I'm concerned, though, Jason's correct. I mean, sorry. God damn, cut that out. Gold is correct.
Oh my god! And then to make it even worse, there was a specific bug in the game. I believe it was after the part where we got kidnapped, and this motherfucker Red. And I swear, this boy said you want fuck trying to be stealthy. He literally ran up to someone and fucking stabbed them with no weapons. He somehow killed the first dude, and he wasn't supposed to fucking do it yet.
Yeah, Jason was sneaking. This man was like overtly like sitting right in front of like 3 guards, and I just started sprinting up and grabbing people.
This man fucking literally did just fucking hard grab people and start killing my nigga. What are you doing?
I don't know if it was the game or my lack of skill. There is no proper cover to cover, like Division.
No, that's just the game.
Oh, bro. Yeah, there's a cover. It's basically like a terrible version of Gears of War when it comes to the cover. I mean, Jesus Christ.
You have to get into cover, but in order to get into another sector of cover, you have to move to it.
Yeah, there's no switch.
Out of cover, which means you're going to get fucking lit the fuck up.
Yeah.
Your ass is grass.
Meanwhile, like, look, I've been playing... Look, to compare, guys, the most recent game that I've been playing personally... And I won't put out the game that me and him been playing, because that's going to be for an entire different thing. But I've been playing a lot of, as for, like, the story of, like, you know, city action and stuff, I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk, which is, again, this is a hard, steep comparison, so don't take it the wrong way. I will say that I do like the action-packedness, and they do add some weird diversity to it, without being overt. Like, for instance, I don't know if they did it for a fucking meme, but one of the enemy character models, if you catch it, is an old man in khakis. Seriously, you will be going in the middle of a mission, and sometimes they'll have an old man with a blue polo and fucking khakis show up with an Uzi. Mm-hmm. Tristan,
blue shirt guy.
Yeah, green. Sorry, I gotta get used to this name thing. By the way, I will probably do messes up here. He's supposed to be Gold is supposed to be editing, so if you don't hear me say this, cool. But please, we do have titles. We're calling them for a reason. Just to make it more iconic, but you could refer to us as a real name. I should clarify. My real name is Joseph, but I go by Red. To make it fair, I told they're both their names. That's why I'm doing this. But, yeah. Anyway, but besides that, as for the main villain of the game, oh god, he has barely any fucking screen time. Like, it doesn't really, like, steam you up besides, like, maybe a couple things that the criminals do. But, like, it's supposed to be a corrupt minister, I think, right?
Yeah, and he doesn't show up until the end of the game.
And even then, it's like they build him up, even in the scene, as, like, this serious, like, you know, Mr. Snape type character. Like, he's, like, Mr. Lynch. And then Lynch just fucking pops him off the head. It's like there's no main villain, okay? as far as we're concerned, the best we get to the main villain is our own fucking gun dealer.
Yep.
Which is literally stabs you in the back, which is, by the way, is another writing flaw. That person was a writing flaw I got pissed off about. Now, Tristan, I don't think you were paying attention much to the story, were you?
A little bit, but
yeah.
It was mainly just trying to shoot people and getting pissed at dying.
That is fucking real.
Oh yeah, with the amount of bugs in this game, you cannot be mad if you die a lot. I will say this: if you're playing this game, have a check of patience for specifically the 360 player or anybody playing it on Xbox. If you're playing on computer or PlayStation, it'll be fine. But for those that's gonna try to do what we did, I recommend this, and I mean it. First, couple little things. First bug that you want to look out for is, now Jason is the first one to deal with this, when you are downed in multiplayer, they will not show your character get down. They'll just show the camera start blurring out everywhere.
Yeah.
You will not be able to tell what the fuck is going on. Matter of fact, at first when I thought it happened, it just said press B as fast as you can. It doesn't matter. It's going to instantly kill you and the mission's going to fail. Revive is literally like a 10-second window.
Jeez.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
So, if you are going to play multiplayer, make sure that you know how to bucket to your fucking teammate, because that is the only way you're getting in this campaign. As for dynamics, aggro system, not there. There is no aggro system. They do even themselves out for fire, though. So, like, don't worry about trying to glory hog. It's no point. But as for weapon system, now I'll give this off to my boy Goldilocks. I'm sorry.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's foul, man.
Right?
I'm sorry.
But fuck, to go into weapons. First off, they have some very buggy guns at times. For example, even like in the multiplayer, there'll be times where I have a shotgun, and then I'll look at the gun. Literally, part of the barrel is like glitching out, so you would keep see it like phase in and out of the game. Ooh. Then sometimes the gun wouldn't even shoot, so I had to switch my pistol and back to the shotgun for it to work.
I didn't know that.
That pissed me off. Then don't even start it. If you run out of ammo, that gun is fucked. You're done with. And if you don't find another gun, literally in seconds, you're going to die because they will all start jumping you right when you run out of ammo. You like I've counted. You literally have a 5 to 10 second window.
Yeah.
On average. Ooh, don't get me started on the part where you had to fucking fight the helicopters.
Oh my god! Actually, wait. Okay. I should clarify to the viewer. There is a scene where you do like the whole like machine gun on the helicopter thing. They always did that back in the day with the 360 games, and everybody loved them. They did this trope too. The thing is, I will say that is one of the moments where you generally do have fun. You end up shooting up skyscraper full of guards, and it ends up being one of the most funnest scenes. It kind of feels like you're playing Full Metal Snake for a second, and it's honestly a dope scene. I will say I would replay the game just for that scene because I felt like a badass. Like that actually was a good moment in the game. But as for the bug, though, they then start jumping you with multiple attack choppers right after, where they how do I say it? They differ in health widely. They do not check the health bars of the helicopters. One was too low and one was too high, in other words. As for another thing, they will do the scene where you're in the office building itself and now getting attacked by an attack chopper. And I'm assuming they're trying to make it that the final boss battle, because that's before you meet the minister, by the way. And to Tristan, he didn't get there. Or Green. God damn it. I keep doing that, man.
You make a lot of me having to do a lot of this today.
Yeah, I would just say, just let it be for this first episode, and whoever listens to it's like, okay, well, that's for first episode. By the way, I will check myself for the rest of these, so for the first viewers of this video, I guess, congrats, you get to know our names, because I won't be saying it anymore. Meanwhile, whoever listens to this video is like, dope, I'm gonna harass this guy. Talking about idiot couldn't check the damn name, fucking dumbass. Have that one dude wearing like Miku glasses. I promise you, there's got to be a pair of Miku glasses out there. I would wear a pair, by the way. I am a little bit of a weeboo myself,
not a little bit, a lot.
Oh, wow, you're going to throw me out there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, but the most disappointing thing in this match, by the way, Green, is the fact that they pull up a plane in this fucking tower, right? And you're supposed to do like, oh my god, you have to fight the plane while it's shooting at you thing, right? I kid you not, there's a bug in the game where you could carry an LMG from like the start of the fucking match in there because it carries like 500 rounds, and just start shooting up the helicopter, and it died, and it had like a giant health bar, and I just like, Jason was, I think it was low-key disappointing because I just ruined.
No, and then too, it got to a part to like the final part when try to run to the plane to fucking in the game.
Oh yeah,
dude. When I tell you that they try to make it like a little stealth mission, no.
Oh,
there was no stealth for that.
You should clarify though the setting. I think they're getting it mixed with the helicopter.
No, so basically, after you kill the minister, you go through a whole bunch of shit of escaping the country to an airport. I kid you not, you go from literally fighting the fucking military of China to then fighting airport security, trying to get in the plane. Now, here's the issue. Once you get to the airport, they say, the plane's getting ready to leave in like 15 minutes. So the second you get outside, that's kind of when that time, that's that like 15, 20 second timer starts. And they want you to kill its enemies, but then the plane about to leave. And if you take too long, it's over. So during that time, we said, fuck it, and we ran through the entire field of enemies to that plane to finish the game.
Yeah, I will say there's a lot of bugs with the final mission. I will say the biggest nit-grit moment of feeling like you're going through it is the final mission. Because first, they do it the stealth mechanic, and just to put it more thoroughly as he did, he already said it all. Go, Rory. He said it how I wanted to say it, but I'll say it for the viewer's sake. First, you go through a stealth mission where, again, there's the bug with the silencer, so we end up going through a bunch of security. First, another thing with the game that I didn't like is that there is no melee option. The most you will get with a melee option, by the way, is body shield, which is also another bug. If you don't have a gun, which is there is moments in the game where you don't have a gun, and you go for body shield, a gun magically appears. Magically. Yep. Just fucking right?
As long as you execute them, you keep the gun. Because I made it to the mission, the point where we're escaping. I think
that's like the fourth.
We're still cut up. I had no gun because we were stripped of our guns and our clothes for whatever reason.
Because we're getting fucking tortured. Just pointing it out there.
So I just ran to the first guy, grabbed him, and I either threw him to try to keep the gun, or the guys that were shooting at me killed the motherfucker, and I lost the gun.
Oh yeah, that is the funniest shit. The first, they do introduce that gameplay mechanic pretty well though. Wasn't it in the sweatshop? So in the third mission, God, it's so hard to keep track. But third mission, there's a sweatshop mission, and you raid the place. And I already talked about the voice actors in that specific mission. Best voice acting, most memeable shit on the earth. I genuinely wish they did a "You think you big man" meme during that time, because I would have been spamming it on my damn Discord. But no. Ooh, I should do that though. You think you big man?
That should be funny.
And then I used to make a joke I was hoping you think you big man? You think you the boss? You think you the boss?
But no, and also too, to point out inside Sweatshop, we literally seen Squid Game-esque fucking gear as well.
Oh yeah, dude. They had the red jumpsuits with numbers on them. I thought that was a weird. There has to be a book or something that's in reference to, because it wasn't around the time of Squid Game at all, by the way. But it's that's all we could fucking think about, right? I mean, Tristan was the only one to catch that they had the same number on them. So then immediately, the second thing that went to our head was Hawkeye and the red tracksuit mafia. So, personally, a little bit of a nerd there, but what was I was talking about something. I totally forgot.
Yes, man, but since he kind of forgot his train of thought, I will say one thing about the final mission again. They take away all your guns again, and this time give you a silenced pistol, while trying to deal with a field of enemies for that entire mission.
Oh, I remember now. Sorry, sorry, I'm kind of an airhead. Oh wow, but the bodyguard introduction. So when you use the body shield introduction, it's funny because it is the only time you'll see this. When you playing as Lynch for the main player, you are instructed to grab the person and surprise them by using them as a body shield into the room. You do this, and the dude immediately says in English, perfect English, by the way. Keep in mind, these are all supposed to be Chinese men, and not being racist. That's just kind of how the game makes it. Chinamen. However you're supposed to say it. I'm sorry to them.
How about just Chinese people, motherfucker?
I don't know. I feel like there's a correct way to say it. That's what I'm feeling
don't
bad
try to.
now. Well, anyway, but you go in there and he says, "Please don't shoot me. We can work this out." And everybody just starts unloading their clips. And it's like, damn, just go. You're just gonna treat him like Kenny from fucking South Park?
Yep, by putting my fucking side with firing squad.
Talk about some. You owe me money anyway.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
But as for personal grits with the game, it is another thing I'm gonna warn to you. If you have motion sickness, I will not recommend this game at all.
Yeah.
Because like I told you at the start, the game has a mechanic where it is from a camcorder, which is, by the way, can we just say that whoever the fuck was recording these two people is like
Legends.
the early version of what the meme of the anime cameraman is, because that was before that meme. And all I could say is this dude is surviving fucking literally watching a skyscraper blow up, surviving a helicopter crash, getting beat up inside of a torture house, getting rammed into by a van, going through an entire district full of corrupt cops. There is so much. The cameraman himself, I feel like there's got to be like an inside joke where the cameraman's just like some big hulking dude talk about some try me.
I mean, we literally seen this dude get shot out of a plane, get a damn near a building blown up on his ass. I mean, we even seen him fucking. I assume because honestly, we seen like the torture scene with Lynch's girlfriend and shit. He has been tortured with them, so even still, he has the grit to fucking film that shit even after.
Right?
That's kind of has me tripping right now. I was like, what the fuck?
It's obvious that whoever the cameraman is, he's just not getting. He's just not part of it. That for some reason, that all these criminals of the underworld just looking at the one dude with the camera is like, he can stay.
And my thing is too. How much are they paying him? Because it ain't enough. It ain't enough.
I'm gonna say right now, if I had to give him an unofficial name, I'm calling that man John, because every character in fucking fiction, as I know, named John is always a badass. We're calling him John Cameraman.
Right.
He is the Master Chief of all cameramen. He's gonna show up in the next fucking John Wick movie talking about some. I heard you need help.
Oh my god. Now, one thing that I will say that I do love about the game is the executions.
Oh yeah,
the executions were fucking cold through and through.
Oh, now there are some bright sides to this game. Like I said, it is great multiplayer, and it's great for like if you have a play night with your friends. I will say overall, I should do the overall recommendation a little bit later. But as for our personal drives, I will say to run thoroughly through this game. I guess we kind of went through all the points, but through the actual aspects on the review point. The game is good. It has its quirks. I will say, reality-wise, there's a ton of bugs. For instance, like I said, they diversified characters. There's a lot of moments, but they never introduce them right. Like, for instance, when you're trying to save the wife, as Green said before, they introduce an entire Sicario unit. On top of that, you might be like, are you sure those might be normal Chinamen? But no, they're clearly Sicarios. For instance, they wear ghost masks. They have a lot more tattoos. They wear tank tops. They have a lot of the apparel style of, again, Sicarios. Then we continue in that same mission to have cleaners, which is, for some reason, they want to state that they're special forces, quote-unquote, instead of just cleaners.
But they're wearing like fully cleaner outfits.
Yeah, with just masks.
Yeah.
Which is, in that case, I feel like they could have said they're mercenaries, because then also that they have kind of an assumed SWAT unit, but then at the same time there's moments where even the SWAT unit is fighting the actual special forces. There's like a whole bunch of factions. For instance, you end up fighting Australians, but then some of them aren't Australian, and it kind of doesn't lead up, but it's like, okay, whatever. Let me see. As for story-wise, our main characters, I will say, not the best duo.
Not at all.
Not at all. Now, like, literally, there's that, like, you know how there's that always, like, that bro scene? Their bro scene was, like, right after the main character loses his wife. Wasn't his wife?
At this point, I couldn't tell you.
They were living together, and he said, love you, and they had, the little trailer, too, where he's, like, sitting there taking his prescription, doing the whole old lady and wife thing.
It might have been his wife.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's his wife. That That man had full dad bod. Oh,
Yeah. Let's motherfucker on his dad bod.
Right.
But one thing I will say is they still never really, thoroughly went through what part does the military come and play to this.
The minister.
But even then, if the minister really, did have them fucking do that shit,
then why didn't you do it in the first place?
then why didn't he do that to start instead of sending out the police, the SWAT, the so-called special ops, and then have the military show up literally towards the end of the fucking game?
Yeah, again, that's where I'm going to get back to the review. Now, as for, I think everybody could agree with me in this, right? As for the writing of the story, it's a little hectic. Well drawn out, though, for action-wise, but hectic. Right? And sorry about that. I had to get up for a second. But on a real talk, though, there's some things that they could did better. And we're probably never going to get into the game of this, but if there's ever a game similar to this, please take notes. First, I think that it was fun. It sure had your tribulations and stipulations. Like, for instance, sometimes they spawned enemies behind you. It's not a joke. They literally did. You could literally sit there, do an entire firing line moment with your friend, and it still show up behind you. Or the other thing where they implemented chase scenes, where you're supposed to chase after the person, protection. And that was more than once, by the way. And literally not a singular time in the game was it worth it.
No.
Like, they didn't make it seem like it would be a matter if you caught up to them. Like, for instance, the first time is with the couple. And I kid you not, we figured out that Tristan just started darted for him, literally got 3 meters away from him, which is usually is like a catch time, right? Mm-hmm. And he ends up getting shot dead and never catches the dude. So he has to let him run ahead and just deal with the rest of the enemies.
Mm-hmm. Which
is, by the way, that entire game would start from the couple just being a piece of shit couple. I'm not going to clarify it any other way. I'm assuming they're terrible people.
Yeah.
Right. Now, as for another scene, there is a van scene where the van's going to get away, and Tristan messed up and let the van get away. Green messed up and let the van get away.
And it was a car, not a van.
Yeah, it was a van.
It was a van.
This not looking like no damn van, though.
But it looks like a big white van.
Yeah, I'm about to say, look at the van. Ew. He just said you.
You.
I mean, it's an Australian gun dealer.
You talking about that part?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the warehouse.
Yeah, that whole scene was fucking stupid.
Now, that scene specifically, I will say, it got away, and the mission doesn't fail, but then right after, they have the cops show up automatically and shoot you dead. Which is, they don't do that if you pass that moment. Which is strange. I think that they added a mechanic like that was cool, but at the same time, it's like, well, you're just going to kill me off anyway. Just say the mission failed. Right? On top of that, there is a scene with the wife where she's running and you can chase after her and get to her. And they don't give you damn near any fucking helper during that. Matter of fact, the first time, every single one of us, I could say, got misconstrued and thought we could just sprint to the wife and help her by getting around in the building, but no, it turns out to be a sniper help mission. Which is, by the way, such a griefing thing. They could put like a little note thing to tell you.
Like a little like notification at the bottom of the screen saying, hey, get a sniper. Instead of, oh yeah, figure it out. Like, they just throw you in there and don't say shit else.
Now, as for the game itself, the actual mechanics of it, great. Need to refine some things like the revive, hell, multiplayer system. You fix it. But
oh, and then don't get started about the explosives part of the game.
Oh, there's so little explosives. But when they are there, thank you.
Yeah.
And no thank you.
Because they will fuck you over as well.
Because the NPCs auto dart at the explosives as well.
Literally, you will feel like a huge bunch of fucking anxiety if you're in front of a damn explosive.
Yeah, it's not a good feeling. And as for the weapons, both of my friends, I'm assuming, did a grab. You got any personal grab with the weapons, Green? I don't think you said anything. Thinking about it now.
I mean, SMGs are SMGs. Trying to, like, one-tap an enemy in the head, it either works or it doesn't.
It's so 50-50.
I did like the suppressor AR that the like SWAT guys had.
Okay. Now, for my personal gripe, though, I'm going to put it out that I don't think anybody else realized. The only way for the rest of the game to get a pistol because if you like pistols, like I love using pistols in campaigns because it makes me feel like I'm doing a Mission Impossible or, I'm supposed to be a badass, kind of like from Fable. No, you use rifles, shotguns, sniper rifles, anything else, anything you can get your hands on. By the way, there is no ammo carry system, so you are consistently switching off guns.
Which reminds me, what mode did you guys play on together?
We just played co-op.
Yeah, it's multiplayer co-op.
What was it? Was there a mode selection? Easy, medium?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regular co-op.
You just played easy?
Regular.
No, we played. It was medium, not regular.
Medium.
Okay, I think medium. You might not be able to pick up ammo because I was running through picking up ammo from dropped guns.
That hurts me knowing that now.
Right? We suffered.
Oh my god! I never tried easy.
The only problem was, like, if you didn't find the same gun, like I said, the suppressor AR, I have to switch weapons.
Got it.
So it was only with certain guns you had
with
to.
The exact same gun you can pick ammo up with.
Okay, that I do remember.
I didn't have that available
But
the entire time, dude.
I do remember that you couldn't just pick up ammo by itself. You have to pick the same gun, or else you have to switch guns altogether.
That didn't work for me. I switched off guns every time. That didn't even for the same weapons.
Damn.
So okay, there's another bug for you people. I guess on multiplayer, one person could do that and the other can't. That's wow. That is
good old 360 days.
right. Good old 360.
Yeah.
There were some hidden.
There were some hidden gems.
There were some hidden buggy games in 360 days.
Yeah, but I mean, overall though, this game, I could say the max playtime that we did to complete it with multiplayer and a higher difficulty was 7 hours.
Yeah.
It's a pretty fun game, pretty quick play, minimal story. I mean, literally, it has the ending of them hijacking a plane, which is they're like, oh, they got away, and I'm like, no, the fuck they didn't. They just hijacked. They literally grab a stewardess by gunpoint and just go on the plane like, oh yeah, the heroes got away. Like, these guys aren't good guys. No. Matter of fact, you could have moments in the game where you're just doing pot shots at civilians, and they will not do anything to tell you you're doing wrong. Nothing.
Oh, but no, too. And then you see the civilians not really giving a shit about half the time when they're shooting.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Half the time they don't give a damn.
Now, I guess since the review's over, I think we said all our part, right? And I think we could all say we're satisfied with this. So let's get on with how I should be ending this. And don't worry, this is all just official announcement. So if you want to stay for it, and if you don't, go ahead. Don't worry, it's gonna get interesting, a little spicy. Add some shit in there like I'm Chef Boyardee.
Alright, just do it.
Fine, Gordon Ramsay.
Fuck you.
Hey, Gordon Ramsay's a good chef. I don't know why you're getting mad about that.
Because I'm not white or British, motherfucker.
Okay, Jason, you're going to have to cut that out, man. You are, though.
What the fuck?
Anyway, so this is how our system's going to work, and don't worry, I'll have a lot of things. Right now, we're going to do our overall and our recommendation for games kind of like this that you should play, or, our overall rating. And I should say, let's make a personal agreement now. What do you guys think we should do the rating out of? Like, out of 10 or, like, what? 4, 10, 5?
I'll say out of 5.
Out of 5? I'm saying 10.
I'd say out of 5.
Okay, I lost here. Okay, well, I'm going to give it a good 4-star. Well, 3.5.
Okay, that's
3.5, I think.
Reasonable.
Right, 3.5. What about you?
I'd give it a solid 3, just because it's 360 buggy.
Okay, so Green gave it a 3.
Maybe if we played it on PC, it would actually be like.
Oh, I'm assuming on PC.
Enjoyable.
I'm assuming it's a good 4.
Yeah.
Good 4. Yeah. But as for 360 is what we played, 3.5.
Yeah.
Gold. What do you say?
Sheesh. I honestly, I'm thinking like overall for the game in general, I would give it at least 3.8.
3.8. Ooh, he getting with the decimal. Decimal.
Hey, I said 3.5. So.
Yeah, but yours is like at a half, so that's good. Yours people will be like, oh, I get it. Yeah. But now for our overall recommendation and other games you should play. I'm gonna say it right now. I feel like this is for people that played Army of Two and wants a good challenge, or maybe played a couple other shooter games like maybe Gears of War. As for the duo energy, I would say this has to be something you would be like really into, like gung fu games. Like if you played a lot of Max Payne or maybe some of his knockoffs, because we all have played a couple of Max Payne knockoffs. Let's be real here, people. But, or either that, or if you, we got on this game while we were playing Outriders, which we're going to make a review on that later. Way later, by the way. You're not getting that anytime soon.
Yeah, I'm not touching that yet. No.
Yeah, we're not doing that yet. But, I will say, over a recommendation, yes, I would totally encourage you to play this with your friends. I will not encourage you to play this alone. It's just a pain in the ass if you play it alone. I mean, I'm pretty sure he just quit midway, and I can't blame him. Or him.
I'm surprised he didn't quit sooner. I had to have died.
Oh, no, I was screaming.
Times.
I was screaming while we were playing this game.
Oh, you know what? Nah, forget that. If you do play it by yourself, make sure you record it and post it. It'll be funny as hell to watch.
Oh, yeah. And look, if you do record it and give us a link. We'll come there and give you prompts on our next video and be like, to my homie, right? Now, as for the official planning of this series, now look, there's going to be a lot more different podcast hosts. The channel is called Elementa, and there's more than one of us. Trust and believe, there's more than 3 of us. Now, as for me, I'll probably usually be here as one of the main script writers, and so will Gold as the editor. Our boy Green will come in whenever he wants to because he's green. He gets to do that. We also have Blue, and we also have Gray, and you're going to meet them later. But as for right now, we have a lot of different things. We're probably going to draw these videos a lot more longer and be a little more descriptive. But our first episode, we want it to be a little more calmer to our new viewers. If you like this format, please tell us. If you want us to be more informative, please tell us. I'll even put in probably, what are they called? Polls. Yeah, polls. Just like that Saints Row 2 scene, but I'm talking about YouTube polls, not stripper polls. Sorry, but real talk. As for the more episodes it'll be once a month, and if we decided, we could even pick up the schedule if it gets more views. As for now, we'll probably post a next month, and I hope you guys have a good holiday. We did just get after Halloween during this recording, just to clarify people the time period of what we're in. And to our viewers and to our potential friendos, because again, I would love to expand this, and trust and believe we're going to expand this, people. And I should clarify, midway through, I know, awkward way to clarify midway through, but I'm a person with ADHD, so you're going to get it this way. As for what this is and why we're doing it, simple. We want to have fun. We're doing this for fun. We're not doing this to inform people. You could take this personal opinion as you will. We say at the start it's a personal opinion. Please never take it professionally. If we do make a professional one, we will tell you with full integrity and put an official disclosure. As far as it goes, though, our disclosure is official as far as we care. We're not trying to disregard this game, and we're not trying to discredit the game. The game is a good game. That's why we even thought about recording it. If it's a bad game, I'm telling you right now, that overall and recommendation that I did at the end would be a low score. But it isn't. And even then, we'd probably put it at the end of the year for our bad games, because, again, we want to have fun. So if we do catch any bad games, we'll say it's a bad game, but as far as we do, you might not even get that a post. So we're doing this for fun, just a couple friends doing it, and anybody else want anything? I think that's it.
Oh, one thing I will add, after this video is posted, please send recommendations for new games. We would love to check them out.
Providing they're available to us.
Oh, yeah.
That too.
And as always, please, I'm going to say it even though it's cheesy, like, subscribe, and please comment. I want to see something fucking funny. I want some memes of, oh, you think you big man? Anyway, please, have a nice night, people, or day. Whatever time you're listening to this.